Today, our season reaches a climax. 2 games in the league. We're taking on Southend. We're taking on Barnet. If we win both of them, we win the league. We win promotion. It is as simple as that. Let's get down to business, shall we? Yes, folks, how is it going? And welcome back to Park to Prem. Today we are back with FC United. It is late March. We've had our youth intake, everyone. Let's talk about it. It's awful. Anyway, moving on. Games since we were last here. Plenty of them played, of course. We were last here way back when for the South Shields game. A disappointing collapse in the FA Cup saw our run come to an end, but since then, a sea of green and lots of clean sheets. Now, we are still in the FA Trophy in this competition. If we just take a quick peek, we are into the semi-final. We are taking on Oldham. We're not doing the Oldham game today because I've already played Oldham in back-to-back games in the league just last week. I'm sick of Oldham. I don't want to see them anymore. I think one of the most notable results since you were last here was against York. Of course, York, a team going very well in the league. We turned up with a really big team performance. A 3-1 win in this one. And guessing gold and gold again with the goals. That said, Maitland did get one ruled out for offside. It was a comfortable result, I guess, as far as these kind of results can go. We were the better team. And well, that result marked the end of February. A February where we had played 9 matches in all competition. Fatigue, though, not too much of a factor, all things considering. Plenty of rotation, able to keep the results going, and into the month of March we've got wins against Scunthorpe, against Fylde twice, the aforementioned games against Oldham where we beat them home and away, and well, as you've seen by the league table already, we are 5 points ahead of Southend. If we beat them in the first game today, we will be 8 points ahead of them. They only have 4 games left of the year, and of course, as I already mentioned, Barnet also follows today, so we're taking on 2 of the teams around us. We've played very well against them. Stephen Gould's been on fire. And, well, if we just actually take a look at the squad, just the one injury to speak of, Dylan Crowe has twisted his ankle. He's been out for kind of the foreseeable future. Of course, a player who was a massive part of our team with all his assists. But over the course of this year, he has been replaced by Thomas Sang, who really has filled his boots well. 8 assists in 21 appearances. One thing that a couple of people have mentioned is Thomas Sang's value. It's weirdly high. Now, obviously, value of a player is determined by a few things, stuff like a player's wage, their reputation is a big factor, and their actual ability. This guy obviously started at Manchester United, has played in the Championship for 3 consecutive seasons, and whilst he's taken a tumble down, I can only assume his reputation is still quite good. There is a small part of me that wonders, maybe if I get promoted, I'd just try and sell him on for a couple of million. Of course, it would solve all of the financial issues. With the cup run though, our finances are in a pretty good spot. Only minus £200,000 this time last year. We were kind of in the minus 300/400,000 range. It's still not great, but we're making do. So this is the team that is going to play at the first game of today's episode against Southend. We're looking to repeat the convincing win we had against them at the end of last season in the playoffs. This time, of course, in the league. We're at home, and for this game, we go with Harker in goal, Regan Booty and Sang at left back and right back. I feel like Booty this year has been a pretty good player for us. I say that. He's got a 7.37 rating. That is very impressive. He's been top draw. Of course, Donaldson and Quansah play at centre-back. Donaldson, I'm pleased to report, is kind of over the fact I didn't let him go to Barnsley. That said, Rotherham are sniffing around at him, which I don't really like. Alongside him, we are going to go with Quansah. Missed a little bit of football this year through injuries. He bruised his thigh earlier on this month, but he's back in the team today. In the midfield, we're going to go with Ngesson, Jones and Butterworth. As of late, I've been enjoying watching Jones play in the defensive mid position for us. He slots in ahead of Jake Garrett too. Hasn't been bad this year. He's also not really wowed me this year. And into the final third we go, where you can see the average ratings across the last 5 games have been rather impressive. Riches has been in an insane run of form, a 7.64 rating with 2 goals and 2 assists for the 19-year-old. He really has taken to Vanarama national level football well. Gold is the league top goal scorer, and he plays alongside Duffy, who has 3 goals in his last 5 and has actually been showing little signs of development this year. He's not been perhaps as mind-blowing as he was last year, but he's still been an important player for us, and hopefully he is going to be able to bang in a goal or 2 for us today. So let's get into this, no messing around. If we lose, it's not necessarily the end of the world, but it does open up the door for the bottle to end the year. I'm hoping that tomorrow's episode will be the FA Trophy final and then the end of the season, and it'll be a lovely party atmosphere where we can kind of have a carnival, and it will just be fun, sunshine and rainbows and lovely, by contrast to last year, which was like the apocalypse, basically. But that is all going to come down to whether or not we can get things over the line this year. And well, that is what we are going to try and do. 5 points the gap between the team. If they win here, they will close that gap down to, well, 2 points. We will have a game in hand. We will have the better goal difference. Look, we just need to win. It's as simple as that. I say it's as simple as that. The players haven't got the memo thus far in this game. We're half an hour in and finally we have a highlight, but we are on the back foot. Of course, just a little reminder, Southend, the favourites for promotion pre-season, their salary per year is more than double ours. It's safe to say they're quite a significantly bigger club than us. They have a massive stadium, a lot of fans turning up to all their games, but we are going to look to do what we've done all year and just be that little bit better than them if we can. That said, they've switched the ball over to Dembele. Going to be some defensive action needed. The centre-backs in a little bit of a mess here. We're not really picking up their 2 strikers, or at least their 2 attacking players, Southend. Looks like Ike and Aguier between them kind of fluidly moving, and for a second there, I was not happy with Donaldson and Quansah. Okay, finally we have a highlight here. It's nodded down to Ike. It's played back through to Aguier, and he just smashes it in. That was a really quick highlight. Came from absolutely nothing. And well, for the first half an hour or so of this game, we were in control. There wasn't a lot happening. The first highlight comes and is a bit of a warning, and then this one comes through Seedon. He lumps it forward over everyone. Aguier nods it down. I kind of tempted fate, didn't I? I talked about their 2 players linking up, and then they go and do that. Southend take the lead here. Cut that lead at the top of the table. If we see the live table update. Is it going to update? Are we going to update? We are. They're only 2 points behind us. It's half time. I'm not very happy. Some might think it's an overreaction. I'm throwing a water bottle. Okay, all the players think it's an overreaction, but they'll get over it. Look, we throw a water bottle, then we cuddle them. It's like good cop, bad cop. You start with the bad cop and the water bottle. Right, I do want to change things a little bit here. Not too drastically, but I feel like we need to just maybe focus play down the middle a little bit more. I think we can get in behind Ike. Hopefully apply some pressure through the centre. In terms of distribution, I want us to hit it to the flanks, I think, and the fullbacks, namely, actually. And we're going to look to throw it long. I feel like their inside forwards are looking a little bit tired. If we pull them into a press, I think they could open up some space in behind. And well, speaking of that, there's a chance here and there's a goal here. Wow. Sometimes you just do some tactical tweaks just to see if stuff sticks. And inside the first 10 minutes here, it has stuck. Yes, it's come from a corner, but it's come from a sang ball whipped in. Quansah gets his noggin on it. Dylan Crow, never heard of him. And immediately off the back of that, Southend have now switched to a 4-1-4-1. It's like they are wary of what we're up to. They're wary of what we're doing, showing us perhaps a little bit more respect here. I've definitely seen a better performance from the team in the second half. I'm going to look to get the wing-backs further forward. Elsewhere, Jones on a booking, not ideal. We're going to take him off. Butterworth's been really poor today, so I'm going to bring in Maitland, I think, as a centre mid on attack. And I think for now we'll leave our last sub as an ace up our sleeves. But yeah, Maitland in at centre mid. He can play there. He's going to have to play there today. 10 minutes left. A draw's not the end of the world. A goal and a win. And we can maybe start to celebrate and plan a party. And Gesson whips in. Gold's there. Probably should have hit the target. Heads over. One last shout of demand more. We've got, what, 5 minutes left in this game. Maitland with the ball. Gives it to Regan Booty. The left back. Bringing it forward here. Players in advanced, including Gold. He's going to nod it on. Can Duffy get there? No. The header from Gold. A little bit wayward. But look, the highlight goes on. The chance goes on. In this second half, we've definitely stepped things up quite significantly. We've had a bit more of the ball. The XG has slowly racked up for us. But we are going to need to potentially do some defending here. Because they are on the attack. Dembele on this near side now. Southend looking to get the ball forward. Dembele inside. And Gesson with the block, but it falls to Azzopardi. It's now with Hatshorn, who hits it just wide of the post. That was not far wide. That was not comfortable viewing. There is 4 minutes of added time. Is there a late chance? There is. There is. It's been a tight game. It's been a hard battle. Could we get a late goal? Gold. Ball dinked towards him, but he was never ever going to get there. And now it's with Southend, who are going to give it to Hartshorn, who already has hit one wide late on here. Gives it to Ike, now with Barbu, the left back on the overlap. He plays it to Hartshorn. Might need to be on the defensive. We might need to get on the back foot. The ball is lumped in as a party nods it down, and it is smashed into the roof of the net by Abdul Malik. I don't know why I've struggled to read that name so much. He smashed it in, and that's a little bit gutting because I felt like we've been quite good in this game. I felt like we turned a corner in the second half. Maybe I should have taken that chance in the 85th minute as a warning. I didn't heed that warning. I ignored it. I didn't read the warning label. And Southend come away with a win. Maybe a win against the run of play. That one great opportunity, of course, really early on that they scored. And then from there, I mean, they had a few chances. We didn't take nearly enough of our own. And unfortunately for us, it's a result that opens up the door for us to slip up. Obviously, I'm going to hope that's not going to be the case, but we do have to be mindful now. It's happened before. It could happen again. I feel like you could hear the physical pain in my voice as that goal went in for them. That was so gutting. Looking ahead here, we've got the FA Trophy semi-final against Oldham. We've played them twice. We've beaten them twice. It should be a straightforward game. If in this next jump forward, I join you in the second half of that match and we're on the verge of bottling it, don't be surprised. But the plan is to come back for the game against Barnet. It's in a week's time. They're in fourth. If we win it, we can just calm down a little bit. We've still got a game in hand. It's still a league table that when you look at it, our fate is in our own hands. It's up to us to really seize the opportunity ahead. I just want to play football. I just want to see wins. That's what we're going to go and do. Hopefully I'm coming back for the Barnet game. If you see me midway through an older match and I look sad, please be kind in the comments. Right, let's go forward, shall we? Surprise! Yeah, penalty shootout. We've had a lot of these in our FA Trophy run. Oldham had a man sent off. The game's finished 1-1. We dominated it. And now I have to tell the players to just go and score some penalties, just to give you a little bit of context. Can I bring up the match? I can't bring up the match stats. They've had a man sent off. We've dominated the game with a slightly rotated team. And now it comes down to just the lottery. And I'm just a bit annoyed, really. I really want to win the FA Trophy. I think I've made that pretty clear. And whilst the FA Cup has distracted us, Stephen Gold's missed a penalty again. Stephen Gold has missed a penalty again. It's happening again. We're just going to bottle everything. The seat will take second. Just give me second place now. Oh, my word. Is this a nightmare? Can someone wake me up? Someone wake me up inside? Save me? Duffy? Oh, no. If I don't laugh, I'll cry. If I don't laugh, it's bloody Oldham. They're down a man. We've missed our first two penalties. They've scored their first three. We have to score all of our remaining penalties. They have to miss all of theirs. I guess the FA Trophy just wasn't meant to be. Jones. You've been through me through thick and thin. Please score for me now when it really matters. We've missed every single penalty. We've missed every single bloody penalty in the FA Trophy semi-final. You can see the match stats in the top left. I didn't come back sooner because I thought, well, the goal's just going to come eventually. Spoilers, it didn't come. Their only goal came from the penalty spot too. Well, I've got Barnet in 3 days, so I'm going to come back for that. Bloody hell. Okay, the last 2 minutes, we're going to refer to that as the Oldham incident, and I never want to talk about it ever again. We're not going to have an FA Trophy episode to end the season. Frankly, I just need to try and win the league and win today. This is our game in hand. If we win this, we go back 5 points clear of Southend. There's 4 games left of the year. It should be job done. The games are easy from here on out, but Barnet are not a free win. And after our recent form, having lost 2 games in a row for the first time in absolutely forever. In fact, when did we last lose 2 games in a row? Did we even do that last season? Yeah, we did. Okay, so we did it last season in January. And then we had that end to the season. And now this is happening. I'm getting deja vu. Okay, let's talk team news. Let's be positive. Let's try and just clear our minds. Everything's going to be A-OK. I mean, it's not A-OK isn't playing. But the team that we've got today is going to be the full strength 11. No messing around. Harker in goal. Booty, Donaldson, Quansah, Sang. I mean, you can see here, players fully rested. We did rotate things for the olden game. I thought I could get away with doing it. Turns out I couldn't, but it does mean that hopefully we're set up for success and hopefully set up to actually get the win here. As I mentioned, this is the game in hand. If we win this one, 5 points clear, we're good. If we draw, only 3 points clear of Southend. Then the doubt starts to maybe sizzle away in the back of my mind. But if we lose, then I will be in full meltdown. Then I will be kind of pressing the big red panic button and we will just freak out next episode for the end of the season. Oh, Jack, calm down. We beat Barnet 7-1 earlier on in the season in an episode. This should be fine. They've got a free kick in a dangerous area after 12 minutes. It's going to be Flanagan over it. He hits it. Harker. Good little save. That's, you know what? That helps me remain a little bit calmer, that save by Harker. What'd make me a little more calmer is if we could take the lead nice and early in this game. It seems like the highlight might continue on, and Gessen to Sang. Plays it inside to Richards. Now down the line to Duffy, who just surrenders away the ball. Worth noting that both Duffy and Gold didn't start the previous game. I went with Cannonier and Maitland to try and keep our two strikers today as fresh as possible for this game. They came on in the last kind of 10 or so minutes but couldn't quite have the impact. Maybe they can have the impact today with more time on the pitch. The ball switched over to Duffy, didn't quite make it. The goalkeeper, I think, nearly carried that over the line. I think that's why we've just been shown that highlight. It's a weird one. We're having a lot of the ball right now, not creating quite enough with it. I want to get rid of pass into space, lower the tempo, lower the kind of directness of our passing, pass out of defence. Let's try and get this possession up to like 65%, not give them any kind of opportunity to get the ball forward. 35 minutes gone here. We are all over them. We do now have a free kick, or rather a corner, as well as Booty whipping it in. Quansah heads just over the crossbar. Another corner on the far side. It's going to be Sang with it to put it in. It's another header. This time I think it was Stephen Gold with it. Unfortunately, he also heads over. And a rather uneventful first half comes to an end. No goals to speak of. We've been the better team. 61% of possession. We have dominated this match on everything but the scoreline, which is the thing that matters in football. Getting results. We've not had many good results as of late, but there's still plenty of time in this one for us to seize the initiative, to control our own destiny, and make something happen here. Gordon with the ball on this near side. Plays it back to Manson. Back with Gordon now. Passing it back and forth. Quansah wins the header. Butterworth tries to come short but doesn't get there. And now it's Barnet on the attack. We beat them 7-1 away from home. What's happening here? I'll tell you what's happening here. The bottle's happening. The bottle's happening. We're a goal down after 4 minutes in this second half, and I am panicking. I am panic. I'm freaking out a little bit. I'll be honest, in case you can't tell, not enjoying this today. Butterworth just picked up a really big knock, but right as I went to make some changes, we got a throw in on this near side, so I am probably going to bring in Ibrahim. We'll wait and see what plays out here first, because we are in possession, we are going forward. Riches and Gessen, Sang, he's going to whip it in. Gold's there, he heads it against the post. And it's dealt with, right, Butterworth is struggling a lot, so I'm going to bring in Ibrahim and then swap him and then Gessen around. Elsewhere, our kind of attack force is not doing anything. Riches, I kind of want to take off, but we don't have a great centre attacking mid option unless I drop Duffy, which I think is what I'm going to do, and then bring Maitland on up top. I feel like Maitland, he's a bit of a big game player. This is quite a big game. I need his pace on off the bench. I need him to get in behind. Well, we might have an opportunity here because Sang is bringing it forward. He crosses it in. He was looking for Gessen, but it didn't quite make its way to him. Maybe now a chance for Regan Booty to work the space down the far side. Donaldson with it. We're dominating the ball, but we need to craft out a real opportunity of note. Duffy, Garrett, forward to Maitland. Back to Garrett. Go wide to the right if you want. Ibrahim. There we go. That's the ball we wanted. Sang now in possession. Can he pick out a man in the box? He whips it in. Gold is there. I think he's onside. He is onside. I couldn't see the linesman, and I was starting to panic. Sang with a lovely, lovely little assist in. There's still 29 minutes in this game. Still plenty of football left to be played. But Sang's ball in here, really nice. Gold gets his header on it. Guides it goalwards. Didn't hit the woodwork this time. We're back in the game. It's 1-1. I say all of that. immediately they have a highlight on the far side. But it's going to be Ngeson reading the ball and getting it clear. Gold tried to do a little give and go with Duffy, and instead we gave them the ball. It's now with Catley. Yeye on the far side. Plenty of players in the middle for them. That concerns me. That scares me. Catley with the ball. Whips it back post. Tight angle. Header goes over the bar. I'm not having fun. I'm not enjoying this. I will be enjoying it if we get a goal here, though, because Sang is going to put in a corner. Quanta's header, I think, was saved or maybe hit the post. We've still got it, though, in the box. And guessing Donaldson, the centre-back, scores his first goal of the season. Not a bad time to get it. The left-footed centre-back. I think that was actually on his right foot as well. He's been signed from Man City. He wants to go to Barnsley. Rotherham are currently interested. It was actually a really good save by Wright initially. I felt like when it came to Donaldson here, couldn't really expect him to score, but he's managed to squeeze it in somehow on that near post. And with it, 2-1 up. I say that. I give a little head tilt. I'm feeling good. And then another highlight begins. If we make it 3-1, maybe then I can actually smile a little bit. But after the last two games, I'm not getting carried away. Booty, forward to Duffy. Gold is making a run forward, as is Maitland. Booty and Ngeson, really good run by him. Should give it to Maitland in the middle. Goes on his own, drags it wide of the near post. Not what we want to see, but straight into another highlight. There is absolutely no messing around today. Donaldson with the ball and Ngeson. He's going to play it inside to Gold. Duffy. Fred through Maitland, on off the bench. Can he score? What a finish that is, Louis Maitland. He might not have scored all that many this year, but he's a man who I feel like I can rely on in the big occasion, and he's repaid a little bit of the faith there. We make it 3-1. We give ourselves that breathing room. Duffy, perfectly weighted ball from centre attack in mid. Maitland's finish, just blasted it down the middle. Keeper didn't have time to react. He found the bottom corner, or rather the roof there. It wasn't the bottom corner at all. Apparently it was a tight offside. It was not tight. It's 3-1. It's easy. It was never in doubt. And you know what? We'll just time waste a little bit. Let's just kill off this game. Game management, go to positive. We've had so much the ball. We've made that possession count on the scoreline. And I'm hoping we are going to see out this result now. This is going to be a good and very valuable 3 points to get on the board. Ibrahim with it. Now with Garrett. Quanta. Ibrahim again. Back to goal. Back to Garrett. This is fine. We can hold on to possession now. We can just chill. Maitland's played through again. He could score another difficult angle. Great tackle by the defender, though. Give Manson some credit. He got back in position and managed to get a mighty big tackle on it. 4 minutes left. We're usually good from corners. Are we going to be good from this one? No. Quanta heads over again. 4 minutes left of the 5 minutes of added time. There is a chance, if they get one, we'll still be in the lead, but I might start to freak out. Murray dinks it in. Quanta volleys it away from danger to Maitland. Now with Duffy, who's going to kick it forward towards Gold, who he's not quick. He's never going to win a foot race like that, is he? Really? But it is all the way up at the Barnet defensive side of the pitch, which is where we want the ball to be. The further away it is from our goal, the better as far as I'm concerned. There might even be a chance for a goal here. And Ngeson, lovely build-up play. Just couldn't quite find the ball to Gold there right at the very end. Though back with the ball. Donaldson dinks it. Cleared away, but only as far as Booty, who's going to look to bring it forward. Option down the line and Ngeson. He will pick him out as well. He should be able to just pull this back to Maitland. It should be a tap-in. It was a huge tackle, but Gold is there to get the second ball. We make it 4-1. We beat Barnet 7-1 away from home. Don't think we're going to score 3 more in what remains of this game. And I would have loved this game to be a little bit more relaxing, a little bit calmer for us. But we have come back from a goal down after 50 minutes to now be 4-1 up after 91 minutes. We had a game plan. We adjusted it slightly. We stuck with the amends. And I think our dominance across the game has ultimately shown on the scoreline. Really, really good performance by us. A 4-1 win. We were clinical in that second half. And after a rough couple of games, as I mentioned, does ease the nerves quite a lot. We are now 5 points clear with 4 games left of the season. And the games, at least on the face of it, should be nice and straightforward. Apparently Duffy wants a new contract. Duffy? New contract? He's still got another year left on his current one. Get rid of your agent, mate. Can't even enjoy a good win without one of the agents trying to ruin stuff for us. So next time out, guys, we are going to have the end of season live com. I think the plan for it is to come back for whatever match looks like it's going to be the one that we can secure the title with. Hopefully we're not going to bottle it. Hopefully it doesn't go down to the final game of the season, because the final game of the year is at home against Notts County, the team who were top of the predicted table right at the very start of the season. That's a long, long time ago now. They've kind of been disappointing. But they are in 5th, and that certainly ain't a free win. But anyway, that is something to look forward to next time. The conclusion of season number 4 here. It's not going to be an FA Trophy final. We bottled that. But maybe this year we can get promotion. We're in a better position than we were last time. It's still not guaranteed by any means. I'll see you tomorrow to see if we can finally secure it. And well, until then, it is me, Jack, and I will talk to you guys in a bit. I'm out.